Hello, friend. Welcome back to the channel. It is a new week, start of the new week, end of the old. But welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jean, and I talk about my personal growth, my healing, my becoming, my lessons, losses, victories along the journey of becoming the greatest version of myself and going after all of my dreams and goals. So, welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. I hope your week went well. I don't know how it felt for you, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like I'm just still treading water coming to the end of this week, but I feel good about it. I know I can end the week strong so that I can start the week strong. But I wanted to share a quick message that came to me on my yoga mat, actually. I don't know if that is like anyone else. I get some of my ideas while I'm in meditation on my yoga mat, and then I have to quickly write them down or they're gonna float away and I'll never be able to find them again. But this one has to do with, I guess, that process of what we create, how we create it, and whether or not we're letting fear get in the way. And those are very big topics that we can talk about, but I wanted to distill it into this particular clear message that came to me. And that is that stop trying to create your next masterpiece. Stop trying to create your masterpiece. Stop trying to create the most perfect thing that you can. Stop trying to create the best work of art, the best piece of content, the best book, the best, etc. Of course, do your best, right? Like that's a given. But stop focusing on it needing to be a masterpiece in order for it to be seen, in order for it to be out there, in order for you to share it. Because that is holding you back from actually just creating anything. And, I thought about that because obviously, as you guys know, I'm on this platform, this public platform, Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. I was on TikTok for a bit, but I was like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the TikToks. And I'm hardly on Facebook. That's kind of just for me to stay in touch with people. But I really like this journey of being able to put content out there, being able to voice my message, being able to figure out who I am as well through this process. It's a process of self-discovery, self-expression for me to go, okay, how do I want to present myself? What kind of things am I passionate about? Because I don't want to be talking about things I'm not passionate about for years to come, if that is really like the long-term vision that I see for myself. But anyway, I think that was a bit of a tangent. Let me just rewind, go back to what I was saying. What it helped me realize was that my masterpieces, whatever that may be, it might be a book, it might be a piece of art, it might be a film, it might be, I don't know, like a course that I write, it might be an idea that I extrapolate on and elaborate on. Who knows? I don't know what kind of manifestation physically it will be birthed into. But whatever it is, it will actually come out of the hundreds, tens of hundreds of thousands of hundreds of thousands of iterations I do of showing up, of putting stuff out there, of getting feedback. It will be birthed out of that quantity to get that quality. And I think we often, or at least I sometimes forget that, or it's easy for us to say, I don't want to put anything out unless it's the best it can possibly be. Which, again, do your absolute best. Show up, show out, all those good things. But sometimes in the process, like as we're putting ourselves out there, this isn't just has to do with work, of course. Maybe it's with relationships too, right? Maybe you have to kind of go through some relationships and to learn who you are and what you value and how you want to communicate and what your boundaries are, and fail along the way in those relationships in order to get the quality. So don't think I'm just applying this to maybe like a career mindset or like a business or any of those physical outputs. It sometimes can be those intangible things that we don't really think about. But the quality of my life, the quality of what I do, of who I am, is going to come from me just going through the cycle, going through the process of, you implement, you put something out there, you fail or you succeed, you get feedback, and then you start the process again, whatever that case may be. I know there's like a specific process that happens. I'm just like saying this off the top of my head, but you get the idea, right? It's that process, that cycle of implementing something, learning about it, getting the feedback, and then going over again. And that is super important because that is where, again, our refinement process happens. That's where our growth happens. That's where we kind of fine tune and tweak. Okay, like this works, this doesn't. I can build upon this, I can take this out, I'm going to insert this little bit right here. And then through that, that's where a masterpiece is birthed. Over time, over practice, over effort, over diligence, over details, over big picture, all those different things. But it's not going to happen overnight, right? So I hope any of that made sense. My mind is, like a whirling machine at times, and I have to catch up with what I'm trying to say in my head. But that's the idea that came to me, is that your masterpiece is already embedded in your work. You just have to go through, it's kind of like filing through all the archives to be like, okay, it's somewhere in here, or that one piece that I need is somewhere in this archive. Let me just look for it. But your masterpiece is embedded in the quantity of what you do, and I guess in the consistency with how you do it, right? Because you have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined about the things that you do, and if it matters to you, if you're putting stuff out there. And through that, that's where you'll be able to pick and choose, like, okay, I really liked this, so I want to build on top of that. And that's what I'm finding too, right? Like, I've probably been doing this for almost a year on like social media at least. And before that, I always wrote stuff down, I always journaled. But I'm finding that there are themes that are stronger that I'm building on top of. There are other areas that don't resonate with me as much right now. But as I keep doing it, I'm finding I'm able to build more and more on top of it, because I'm growing too, right? So my perspective, my contribution to what I'm writing is becoming more and more well-rounded. It's becoming more mature. It's becoming more holistic, or just like more open-minded, or have a wider horizon, because I'm growing as a person. And I'm realizing, there's a big world out there and many people with many perspectives that I'm learning. And I'm able to insert that into how I show up and what I talk about and what fires me up. So anyway, this is getting a little longer. I try to keep my videos short because, short and sweet, and I don't have to edit it as much. I'm not going to lie. But all that to say, kind of more of a technical, maybe more tinkering mindset. I'd give you a glimpse into how I think behind the scenes. But as the message goes, stop trying to make your masterpiece. It will come to you. You will find it. You will embrace it. You will love it. And just enjoy the journey, because the journey is going to give you everything that you're looking for, both in tangible ways and tangible ways. So that's my encouragement for the week. I hope that helps you, for whatever it's worth. And have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week. Come back. I got more messages for you. The universe is talking to me all the time. So love you lots, guys, and we'll see you soon. Ciao. Oh, and like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. I'm not really a YouTuber yet, I guess. Bye!